Hello, everyone. Welcome to MICE Talk from Liberty International Tourism Group. I'm your host, Maximilian, CEO of Liberty Group. In each episode, we will dive deep into the latest MICE industry trends, share insights from seasoned professionals, explore innovative event technologies, and showcase success stories that redefine the landscape of MICE. Today we have with us Melanie, shareholder of Liberty Mexico, Barbara, who is the deputy manager of Liberty Mexico, and Carmen Pinto, our vice president, sales, Liberty North America. So thank you for joining us, Barbara, Carmen, and Melanie. It's a big pleasure for having us. Talking about the MICE to Mexico, to a lovely destination, Liberty Mexico. So welcome. It's a Unfortunately, I have not been to Mexico yet, yeah, so it's on my list. But therefore, we have the experts here with Carmen, where you can share with us as well what clients or what would be important for you. So my first question to Barbara, Melanie would be, how would you describe Mexico to someone who has never been there?
First of all, thank you, Max, for the introduction. I would like to start myself because I'm not Mexican, but I know a lot about the market, and of course, I love the destination. Being somebody that doesn't born there, I have so much to tell because I love Mexico. Mexico is one of my favorite destinations, and I love it especially for the food. I'm going to talk about the food, and I'm going to talk about the service, and then I'm gonna let Barbara to explain more about the destination. But I know that everybody will know about the food, the tacos, enchiladas, everything. The food is amazing, I think, and I'm Peruvian. And for me, it's so hard to find good food everywhere. But in Mexico, I'm always eat good everywhere I go. And the food and the level of service is so good. We learned, we as a Latin American people, we learn a lot about the Mexican service because they are also very friendly everywhere you go. They are always worried about your needs. They are like on the top of service in all Latin America. So I think it's a really nice destination. They have a lot of things to offer from the other parts of Mexico, not just the beaches area, which are amazing. If you go to Cancun, if you go to Los Cabos, which is also another of my favorite destination. But if you go to San Miguel de Allende, which is a small little town nearby Mexico City, which I'm in love of. I mean, it's an old town with all those streets, with all the history in Mexico.
This is also something which is unique in every country, the culture, music, and food. So yeah, for sure, a big reason to go there now. It's very interesting. Thank you, Melanie. I mean, Carmen, you're living in Chicago. So what is your experience with Mexico? How would you describe it to someone who has not been there yet?
Oh, well, Mexico is an incredible destination. For us here in the US and North America, we can easily access Mexico, which is lovely. So it's a short flight to Cancun, to Puerto Vallarta, to Los Cabos, to Mexico City. We have an abundance of flights, short distance, no time change. Plus, there's incredible beaches, incredible culture nearby. So I think people from this country think of Mexico in terms of a beach and an all-inclusive resort. And I think Mexico is so much more to just that. There's incredible culture. Barbara was very good at kind of informing me that Mexico City has the most museums in the world, which I had no idea.
True, yeah.
Culture, the architecture, the infrastructure to support any type of meeting or incentive is growing. So I think people need to open their eyes to beyond the beach. Don't get me wrong. You have to go to the beaches. They're incredible. The service, as Melanie said, is incredible. The activities, there's an abundance of activities to experience. but Mexico City is quite unique, and that provides that rich culture that some organizations are looking for beyond the beach. The weather is very favorable. It's just a very unique destination, and I think we as a DMC need to inform people that there is more to Mexico, and discover new destinations within Mexico.
Thank you very much. So now, the big star, the most important person, Barbara. So, Barbara, when we talk now about, especially we put ourselves into the client's perspective, what would you say if a client is interested doing an incentive in Mexico? What would you recommend to someone, to a client, as an example?
Thank you, Max, and also thank you, Melanie and Carmen. You're really cool. That's so good. And well, Max, Mexico is such a vibrant and diverse country. We have a lot of things to offer, and as Carmen mentioned, when people think about Mexico, they think about our lovely beach in the Caribbean. I mean, I live in Cancun. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I live in semi-permanent vacation here. But we also have Mexico City, which is a world-class city with a lot of museums. As Carmen says, we have the city with the most amount of museums in only one city. A lot of culture. We have jungle, we have rivers, we have mountains. But for our market, for mice, it's very important to mention that we have hotels. Can you imagine hotels with 5,000 rooms? Just one hotel. It's people go there. They have their own convention center at the hotel, 14 restaurants. I mean, we can do small groups for 20 people, 25 people, but also we have the capacity to receive not only in the Riviera Maya, but also Mexico City, 5,000 people for a big event, a unique event. We have a lot of things to offer. Right now, we have already 2 airports in Cancun and another one in Tulum. And we are starting to receive direct flights from US, from Canada, which is very important. And Cancun now is growing so much that we receive direct flights from Europe, also from a lot of cities, very important cities from US. So we are very well connected. And the same happens in Mexico City. We already have 2 airports there. Wow. The main airport, Benito Juarez, but there's another airport, AIFA, Felipe Ángeles, also receiving a lot of direct flights for the most important cities in the world. So Mexico has a lot to offer, Max. Of course, our gastronomy is very, very important. We have high-class restaurants and a lot to offer. It's cities such as Guadalajara, for example, where we have the tequila, Jalisco, which is part of our culture, and mariachis, So can you imagine an event right there in the city of the tequila with all the mariachis around? I mean, I'm already excited.
Thank you very much. It's super interesting what you mentioned. What I heard out is that from a hotel perspective, you can offer any kind of size. I mean, here Melanie also from Peru, clients from South America to Mexico, they're from 5,000 to boutique hotels, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yes. For example, Los Cabos has a lot of boutique style hotels, world-class renowned, such as some Regis, Four Seasons, etc. And here in Riviera Maya, we have these big properties to have a big event, but with an all-inclusive plan, and they just enjoy. Of course, some of them come to work, but if you can enjoy from the Caribbean, from our lovely cuisine, I mean, we have everything.
This is the first requirement, having the right infrastructure, airports, hotels. So, Melanie,
Yeah.
maybe you want to add something?
Yes, I also we can add so many things to the groups that we will have. We can add experience to our groups, including like could be like some Maya examples or Chichen Itza. We can do an event and we can do something with Chichen Itza or Palenque. We can, add to the group street food tours, like many things that we can add. And we can have Dia de los Muertos experience, many things that we can do in Mexico, not just about the hotels, which of course helps. I would love to have the capacity to have a group of 5,000 people in Peru, for example. We don't have the capacity to have all of them in one hotel, which helps, of course. We have a big group. I know the first one that comes to my mind is Mexico, because of the capacity. But of course, we can always combine the big groups with really nice experience. Mexico has it all. If we go to the Cabos, we can have while watching. We can have gastronomy tours. We can do like all the culture and nature mix with all the experience that we could have. So not just about the hotels, which also helps, but also all the culture and also the experience that Mexico can offer. And as Barbara mentioned, there are many places that we can add. Of course, Mexico is well known for Los Cabos and Cancun, but there are other places like Guadalajara, Guanajuato. I just went to Guanajuato, to Dolores Hidalgo. This is a small town, but very beautiful. We can do it the street. We did this. We call it in Spanish, that is callejonada. That is that you walk in all the main street with all the group dancing and with the mariachis. They're playing the music and you're drinking tequila, which is the best part of the experience, of course, if you're drinking and dancing, and I know that it's going to be a flight direct from Salzburg to Mexico. You're the first one who's going to jump to the plane to go to Mexico. But it's that all the locals come and join the group and they all dance, and there's a wine museum that we could have as a private venue that we can do an activity there. We have, a wineries, we have everything, and there's such a nice experience that we can do. So Mexico has everything. It has the capacity to launch big groups, has the food, and have the experience. And we have Barbara, which is the best. She's the best in all that she does.
From the North American perspective, many of the automotive or financial incentive programs are always looking for a dual destination. They want a city and then a resort. Mexico is the perfect country to do this. Short distance flights, even a drive, and you can combine a rich city or a UNESCO protected city combined with the amazing beaches that Mexico has. So that's, another plus to Mexico. And I don't think enough people realize how much Mexico does have to offer in one country. You don't have to go to another country. You could just stay in Mexico and have all of these experiences, and it gives you a nice contrast, which is what a lot of these automotive programs are looking for, is contrasts. So I think Mexico would be a perfect solution to all of that.
Thank you very much. I mean, what I always do, I look for some interesting key facts of a destination. Since I have not been in Mexico, unfortunately, I mean, I saw what surprised me, Mexico has the second largest coral reef in the world, which I was not aware of. 68 recognized languages, also super fascinating. You mentioned, Carmen, already, and second most or almost most museums in the world.
Correct.
35 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, also the largest university in Latin America. So education also something very important. Mexico brought chocolate to Europe. This is what some interesting key facts. So thank you, Mexico. Thank you very much. Exactly. Thank you very
I
much.
thought only about the tequila. Now I know the chocolate.
Yeah, so chocolate as well. Thank you for that. Yeah, perfect. And one of the largest pyramids. So yeah, not only
Yeah.
Egypt, also Mexico. So yeah, some interesting facts, also some fun facts, to see that yeah, there's so many things we still don't know about certain destinations all around the world. And yeah, though on the other side, I also like to talk a little bit how is it looking with the currency in Mexico. So peso, yes, is the local currency, but when it's about clients, do you work with dollar, euro, or how do you manage that?
Yes, Max, our one is peso, but in most of the cities, I mean the touristic cities, we take dollars, so that's not a problem. And there's a lot of banks, and in the hotel, people can exchange euros, dollars, American, Canadian dollars, whatever. So it's very easy to travel, and also a lot of places take most of the places actually already take credit cards or debit card.
Very good to know. Also about time zones. So compared to Europe, what's the average hours distance? And from US depends also. So what is it now at your place? What time is it now?
Right now it's 8:23 in the morning, and as Carmen mentioned, some of the city. I'm in Cancun, so and we don't change hours, so we are at the same time on most of the important cities in US and some in Canada. Mexico City, it's 1 hour before, and it's the same in most of our country. Los Cabos, for example, is 2 hours before, and our time difference between Europe, it's between 6 to 8 hours, and in Latin America, so Brazil is 2 hours ahead. So it's most of the cities we are in similar schedules.
Super.
Also, I think it's very important to mention about the weather, because now I'm thinking about Melanie. It's super cold right there, and well, Carmen, in Chicago, windy and maybe a bit rainy. And well, I'm based in Cancun. We have here beautiful weather all year long, but it's the same in all our country. Maybe in Mexico City, of course, it's not that warm, but also the weather is good. I mean, for people coming from another countries which are maybe very cold, they will feel really nice weather in Mexico City, or maybe going to Guanajuato.
Yeah, and important about sustainability. Are there certain recommendations you can give us when clients are interested in sustainable activities, supporting local communities? Do you have experience with that, and can you recommend something?
Yes, Max, we have a lot of these experiences. I think that people now, we are more interested in give something back to our communities. And I will give you some short samples. When we offer gifts to our clients, we always try to buy these from the local communities. If they are traveling to Riviera Maya, suppliers, I mean, real artisan suppliers that work with their hands, the handcrafts. It's very important because we are helping the community, and also our clients have something real from our place. And the same happened in Mexico City. There's a lot of surrounding communities that make the handcraft. So that's something that we can do for them and also for our clients, because they are not buying things from another countries, but they are buying things from the communities. That way we can help them. There are also programs here. As you mentioned, we have the second largest coral reef in the world. So we work with people that take care of these corals, and we have activities that they can go to the coral and leave some plants there. So it's maybe the damage is involuntary, but we need to restore that. So there's programs like that. And also another one that I really like a lot, we have amazing beaches here, not only the Caribbean, also have the Pacific. And there's a lot of programs that we can take the people and clean the beach, and hotels do this a lot. You know, sometimes there's a glass or something there, so people go and take 30 minutes from their time. We can organize a team building, and we can help these people to clean a little bit the areas. So that's important to do these kind of activities, and we can do a team building, but also combined with a CSR, helping schools, communities, doing something for the beach, for the coral reef, and this is something that people like to do more and more.
Thank you very much, Barbara. This is the strategy we have in the Liberty Group, that we support local communities and involve them and connect our clients with them. So that were perfect examples.
I think it's an amazing destination. I think people need to open their eyes to beyond, as I said, the beaches. Don't get me wrong, they're incredible and lovely and amazing, and the all-inclusive provide top service. But Mexico is more than that. And I think with the help of Barbara and her team, I know that we could reach out to our clients to say, consider Mexico. We're tapping into it simply from the beach side of it, but there's so much more that I don't think we're even considering at this point. So I know that with the help of Barbara and her team, we could definitely bring that to the forefront.
Super. Thank you very much. This was, I think, the perfect ending, Carmen. So yeah, so from my side, so that's it for today. Thank you for listening to Mice Talk from Liberty International Tourism Group. Catch you in our next episode. Thank you very much.